Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig as we continue our Media Day coverage with the West Shamokin Wolves. And our Wolves preview is brought to you by the Graff Insurance Agency. With over 30 brands, the John F. Graff Insurance Agency offers insurance and related services in personal, business, life, accident, health, government bonds, and investments. Stop in today and let them give you a quote and give them a call at 724 543 2204. Let them do your insurance shopping for you. Speaking of shopping, I have Lou Schwartz. What size shoes do you wear?
13.
And what about your brother?
13.
Okay, so you're going to replace your brother, so not big shoes to fill at the quarterback position as Lou Schwartz replaces Bo Schwartz. You wear the same size shoes, so no problem. Step right in and do the same kind of job as the goal.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's big shoes to fill. He was our quarterback the last 3 years and probably the best quarterback in the Heritage, in my opinion, the last 3 years. But I think I can do it well, fill a spot good. And I think I got the people around me like Dylan Wolf, Andrew Plavi, Ezra Osling, and Peter Losky to get the ball to and get our offense going.
And the quarterback position isn't one that's unusual to you. You've played quarterback probably since you were a little guy.
Yeah, before varsity, I was quarterback in junior high, and then in Pee Wees, I was a quarterback as well.
You mentioned Dylan Wolf and Gabe Schreckengosh, two-way lineman, as our other guest, but we'll continue with Lou here for a moment. You mentioned Dylan Wolf. You lost him in the opening game of the season, and that really kind of jolted the team, and he was never able to come back. What's it mean to have him back wearing the black and gray?
I mean, obviously, Wolfie's probably I'd say he's probably the best athlete in the Heritage this year. He's going to surprise a lot of people. And last year, I think in the first game against Penn Manor, he was lighting it up on both sides of the ball, and then he had his injury. But this year, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people.
You put 50 points on the board, if I remember right, in that season opener against the Penn Manor Comets. How explosive can the offense be this year, Lou?
I think it can be just as explosive as it was last year. I mean, obviously, we might not be as pass heavy as we were last year, but we're going to play some hard smash mouth football.
And at the quarterback position, you like protection, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's turn our attention to my left because you'll be one of the guys protecting Lou and hopefully opening up some holes for Dylan. Gabe Schreckengosh, you've been a 3-year starter. Your senior year, is that hard to believe?
It is. It's gone by fast, and it's crazy to me just how fast it's gone.
How have you grown as a football player, do you think, Gabe?
I've definitely gotten stronger for the past since 7th grade. I mean, the weight room, I've always hit it hard, and everyone else has hit it pretty hard as well.
Now it's really like, I don't want to say football's a 12-month thing, but you really, at least in those summer months and maybe in spring even backing up more, if you're not in the weight room, you're probably feeling the effects not in a good way on Friday nights come fall, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the guys aren't in there, then that's their fault, and they have to be in there. To be honest, it's required to play good football.
You and the facilities here at West Shamokin are unbelievable. I think you have the best facilities in the Heritage Conference and the new field house and weight room up toward it. It's really spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mind blowing from what we've already had in the past.
Yeah. Now, offense, defense, on the defensive side, you were among the leading tacklers last year on the team, fourth, I believe. Which side of the ball do you prefer?
I don't know if I really have a favorite. They're both very meaningful for the team. You know, I got to do my 111th on both sides of the ball, and that's all that really matters to me.
Coach McCullough, I know, is hoping that this defense can improve from the past year or two. Has that been an emphasis? A lot of talk about getting better and more physical on the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, our past couple years we haven't been the greatest at all, and this year we have a really good group of kids, and I think we can really step it up this year.
So what do you expect in the Heritage Conference? I'm sure you guys talk a lot, and with social media and everything nowadays, what's the chatter?
Um, you know, I think we're going to do really well this season. We're going to really hopefully step it up from last year. That Portage game was too close, and there was too many mistakes for us to have. That just wasn't us that game.
And that was the season-ending playoff loss that you're referring to. And now Portage is part of the Heritage Conference, so you'll get a chance to maybe exact some revenge.
Yeah, I mean, we better. I know we can beat them. We're better than that. What we were last year. So.
All right, Gabe. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
I'm going to turn back to Lou because offense isn't your only game. You led the team on the defensive side at the strong outside backer position. I'll ask you the same question, offense or defense?
Depends on the game. I mean, some games last year, defense was the funnest thing to do, and some games offense was just, I don't know, it depends on the mindset.
How important, I think even with the larger schools now, many players are playing two ways, but smaller schools, the majority of players are going two-way. The conditioning aspect for you, how difficult is it?
Definitely need to be well in shape, because if you're flying on both sides of the ball, you can go from just scoring a big touchdown, 50 yards, running down the field, being out of breath. Then you got to go right back on the field for kickoff and make some tackles.
I mentioned to Coach McCullough that your brother could extend plays and obviously could hurt you with his legs and throwing the ball. You can do the same, but you're not that he was afraid of contact, but you kind of embrace contact, don't you?
Yeah, I would say our play styles are very similar, but I would say he tries to avoid the tackles more. I try to go through the tackles.
You're going to gain that extra 2 or 3 yards on contact.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for doing this. We wish you the best of luck during the 2022 season. I know Coach McCullough is counting on you guys to be leaders on this team, and I would suspect that's what's going to happen. Thanks, Lou.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Size 13, right?
Yep.
All right. Same size shoes as his brother. That I guess not big shoes to step into, but certainly a lot of talent to replace, and I'm sure these guys will be up to the challenge, and they will open up the season at home against Marion Center on Friday night, August the 26th. We will, of course, have several West Shamokin games on our air and video streams as well. Previewing the West Shamokin Wolves, brought to you by the John F. Graff Insurance Agency with over 30 brands. Let them do your insurance shopping for you. You can call John F. Graff Insurance Agency at 724-543-2204. With Gabe Schreckengosh and Lou Schwartz, I'm Mark Bertig on Renda Digital TV.